All right. Yeah. This is from a page Louis C.K. Topics, and they always putting up these things. But they haven't posted nothing for ages, so I don't know if this is from a new Louis C.K. set, um, or it's an old one. I don't know. It could be an old one. But yeah, let's go. The confidence. Let's go.
Without any further ado, please welcome Louis C.K. Come on!
Thank you. Hello there. Hey. Okay. All right. I'm gonna talk to you for about an hour, and it's weird. It's weird what I do. Somebody asked me once if it takes confidence to. Nobody asked me, but I just want to talk about this. If it takes. It does take confidence to do this. It takes not a general confidence, but a specific kind, you know? There's lots of kinds of confidence. There's personal confidence. I don't have much of that. Personal confidence is like a man wearing white pants. That takes, you know, tremendous confidence and optimism, really. To leave the house in white pants like it's gonna be a great day. There's gonna be no puddles or pizza, nothing. I could never wear white pants because I'll get my period, first of all, I know that. Or diarrhea, more likely. That's really my period. Diarrhea. About once a month, I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go. Better just get home and don't make any big decisions today. It's true, don't make, if you have diarrhea, don't like negotiate. It's a bad bargaining position.
That's facts.
If I have diarrhea, you stand between me and the toilet, I'll sell you my house for 10 cents. So that's one kind of confidence. Here's another kind, moral confidence. Moral confidence. That means knowing that you would do the right thing, knowing that you wouldn't do something wrong. Moral confidence. You can have that in your daily life because a lot of your days are the same. But what if you were in another time? Like, I would love to believe, I feel confident that I would not have had slaves. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have had any. Even if I lived in 17 whatever, in Virginia, and all my neighbors had slaves, I would have been like, you guys are dicks. I can say that.
That's a little Jordan Peterson there. As Jordan Peterson says that how there's a Hitler in everybody. And people think that, oh no, I'd never do that. It's like, but statistically, it's like if you've said to 1,000 people, would you have killed Jews during the Holocaust and all that? He's like, statistically, people would say, no, of course I wouldn't do that. It's like, well, statistically, you're not wrong. There's a reason why Schindler's got a film, because he had a list, Schindler's List. There's very few Schindlers in this world, but everyone thinks they are. But the truth of the matter is most people just go along with whatever. Like, people say that they're morally better now, but what are you basing that morality on? You're basing it on what society's told you is morally right or wrong. Yeah, but yeah, that's a good little thing, because yeah, that's Jordan Peterson's whole thing, that there's an Adolf Hitler in everybody. It's why I think people are so fascinated with serial killers as well, because they're not a different creature. It's not like Bigfoot or a tiger, or do you know what I mean? They're you. Everybody has that in them, and it's kind of that, yeah, that's a good topic.
But it's easy to say that now, because you can't get no slaves. You just can't, you can't get any. That's why you don't have.
I've always said that. When people go, oh, I never have a slave, rise up, but think about it. Like, people have slaves now, they're just, it's not seen as slavery. Do you know what I mean? I know loads of boys that have boys that they can just get to do whatever they want out of fear of whatever, do you know what I mean? But you're going to do something that you don't want because someone told you. That's basically, it's like, and let's be real, it's like, if you could, imagine you're like chilling, lying on your bed, and you just get thirsty. So wouldn't it be great to just have someone go, oh, yo, bruv, go down and get me a drink, please? And they just have to do it, because, yeah. So who wouldn't want that? Really? Who wouldn't want that?
Slaves, it's not because you're better than back then people. It's because they're not available. That's a huge contributing factor. It's not a decision you need to make every day, like you're crying your groceries, but oh, fuck, maybe I should, I don't know, I better not, but geez, it would be easier. Because they're not there. It's not like they have slaves at Home Depot. I mean, they kind of do. Yeah. There are some forms of kind of slavery. You can get a Russian woman to do whatever you want because her family's hostage. That's one of them. But that's still temporary. I mean, you could adopt like a 12-year-old from Bangladesh, and I mean, really, he'll move into your house and do your laundry and suck your dick, whatever you want. But even he gets to leave when he's 18. Although, who wants them when they're that old? I'm just saying, excuse me, I'm just saying that slavery gets rebranded, but it doesn't really ever totally go away. I mean, it's been part of human history going way back, slavery. Even the earliest civilizations in Mesopotamia, I don't know if I didn't go to college, I don't know anything. But the earliest images of human life already had the guys going, ugh, and the guy going, ah, motherfucker. How early did we come up with this? Like, from the beginning of human existence, we evolved, you know, through ideas. We were a scared, naked ape, and then we were like, make a fire, it's a good idea. Kill an animal and take his fur, it's a good idea. Plant things and then wait, it's a good idea. But really quickly we came up with, just make them fucking do it. I'm not doing anything. I'm doing nothing. Make them fucking do it. That was like our third thing we did on Earth. So you can have confidence, but you got to be a little, you know. I mean, there's things that people did in history that I wouldn't have done, for sure. Like, I wouldn't have made an Auschwitz. I wouldn't have done that. What am I going to do with an Auschwitz? Yeah, Auschwitz is not one of those where you're like, it was the times, you know? It was a horrible thing, obviously. Auschwitz, horrible. They killed people, they killed children. They killed little children in Auschwitz who could have grown up and moved to Brooklyn and hated black people, and they didn't get to do that. It's terrible, I know. I had a friend who's a comedian in England, and he made a joke about Auschwitz, and he got in a lot of trouble. It was a big shitstorm, and at one point, Auschwitz tweeted about his joke. It's true. It's an Auschwitz with a blue check. So it was like, oh, cool, it's really them. You know? And they tweeted like, that's not funny. Why is the death camp tweeting? Who's running the social accounts at Auschwitz? I got a summer job at Auschwitz. I'm running their Twitter.
That's funny. Yeah, there's a lot of great points in that, and a great subject for comedy. Like I say, it's a very true thing that he's touching on. But everyone thinks they're going to be a hero. Everyone thinks it. Everyone thinks if they was back in the day, they'd have done this, this, and this. But it's chances are you wouldn't. Chances are it's like you see in Band of Brothers, isn't it, with the concentration camps when the Americans take the town near, or they go into the town near, because the Americans basically say you lot are res- being responsible for cleaning up the mess and all that, and then the everyone in the town's like, well, we didn't do it. It's nothing to do with us. And one of them like literally grabs one of the Germans and he's like, you can smell the death from here. You can smell the smell of death. There is no way you didn't know what was happening just over there. No way. You knew. And that's the truth of it. Maybe you won't be as bad as to go and be the executioner, but you will be as bad to look the other way and just keep your head down. Very few people have the balls to lift their head above the parapet. But then, in a way, that's like zebras. We're all zebras. Why is zebras colored like that when they're like? It would help if they was green, because when they all stand together, the whatever the predator is can't tell the difference. It just looks like a wall of white and black, and they can't differentiate the different zebras. But if one's standing on alone, that every predator can see it, and that's just how we are. That's why no one wants to stand up for anything. Like, what's the saying? If you don't stand for nothing, you fall for anything. But that's funny. Why is the death camp tweeting? That's got yeah. And also, I liked um, personal confidence, like men that wear white pants. That's funny because yeah, this is very true. That's that's like yeah, all right, ballsy, and like you said, very optimistic. Yeah, funny. Louis C.K. is great. I hope this is a new one because I'll have to look out for more. But yeah, that's the reaction. Sweet.